There we go. And loading in for qualifying. Yeah, yeah, it's live. So, loading screen by a Fanatec. Loading screen by a Fanatec. Yeah, we're almost there. I'm just making sure. I hope Xbox isn't weird tonight. There we go. Got the pace lap. I'm doing good. How are you? Good field tonight. Yeah. I think 14 or 15 of them, so should be a decent show. A couple, I think, are making their first start in the field as well.
I just included my audio now, so for the last minute or two.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were gonna.
As these guys get ready to get their qualifying laps underway here.
I haven't done this in a while. I gotta remember which way to hit all the buttons to get the camera angles, because Heat 5 just can't broadcast, so.
Got Jersey Devil 53 for points here, officially the race, from the race tonight. We got some newcomers in the field tonight, guys that you guys might not recognize from the Truck Series. I think it's possible that we see these guys sneak into the playoffs with a win here, right before the cutoff. The guys that are just joining.
Oh, with Pocono, you never know. It's a treacherous, tricky triangle, and you can always pull out some form of strategy if you get the cautions just right.
Actually, I just thought about it. Are these new guys eligible for the playoffs? Is it a minimum race requirement? You have to race throughout the season to get into the playoffs?
That would be a good question. I know they wanted you to race at least half the season to qualify, so come in this late, maybe not. Why not now?
Yeah, I just kind of thought about that actually.
Oh, just cutting the tunnel turn and up into the wall. End of 4, start of 5.
Gonna follow along with Seabass here on his left.
I have to imagine that Chris in the 70 has an incredibly loose setup in the truck. So, looks a little unstable.
Oh, Seabass gets into the wall off the tunnel there.
That's going to be a common theme tonight. These trucks are a little tight around here, and you don't hit your marks just right.
Yep.
Kissing the wall. A little better through the tunnel turn that time for Chris.
So just to go over the truck standing so far here, as we get ready to head into the playoffs, we have Jersey, as I mentioned, the points leader right now with 4 wins, 23 or 26 playoff points. Been really consistent all year. He's followed by Puzzle Nose there, the BRT team. He's got that Ford sitting in second place with 31 playoff points and 3 wins. And the only other two guys here on the sheet with a win in the Truck Series this year would be Chris and Jay Latour. After that, the remaining 7 or so guys that are above the cut line are just up there on points. So we got Slushy in 5th, Absolute As behind him in 6th. The MSJ Chevy of Fast Seabass in 7th, KR in 8th, PMR number 84 for Vod Coast there right behind him, followed by Fallen Cypress 420 and FRA Johnny Cato just above the cut line there with 441. He's 30 points ahead of Iraq Vet 917 for that cutoff spot, and Walmart Ricky is just behind him. He's the other guy within reaching distance of getting above that cut line if you could find a couple good finishes here right before the playoffs.
Walmart Ricky, I believe, is not here for Pocono, as well as Fallen Cypress did not make the race either. So
Is that
might be
here?
interesting going into Homestead next week. Iraq Vet, I do see him on the race control, so he should be somewhere there. This one is on board. Procore 82 Tundra.
Yeah, Walmart Ricky not being here probably all but assures that he's not going to make that cut line, barring a win at Homestead next week. So really it's just going to come down to, can Iraq Vet catch Johnny Cato? And being that Johnny Cato is not in the race tonight, a strong running by Iraq Vet here could really go a long way to getting him into that round of 12.
Not a pacemaker auto sport truck, but there's more Toyotas in the field, so it used to just be Slushy and KR. New teammate Iraq. There's a couple other independent Toyotas in the field with the new guys joining the unit. That's cool. Mostly dominated by Fords and Chevys, the truck series. Right on board with Jersey Devil for a lap or 2.
Noticing that these new guys, Dark Gates and Lucky Dabs and Joe Ghost, they're running around here with no sponsors on their cars. Is that because they're free agents this week?
I have to believe so, yes. I mean, this would be, as far as I know, almost all of their first starts. Maybe one of them started last week. But finding a sponsor right before your first race is sometimes tricky.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times people want to, they want to see what you got to put it into sponsorship, you know? Yeah, want to just go in there blind, you know.
If you perform well at Pocono, I mean, that's a pretty tough track, and if you do well, it's a good sign of speed and skill.
As Jersey wraps up, I believe he was the last person on qualifying there. Getting word from race control that Jersey's just going to finish out the remaining laps here and get us on back to the lobby and get ready for the race.
Look at the other trucks there sitting on the front stretch.
I'm getting word that 55.456, somewhere in that range, might be the lap to look to pace the qualifying field here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I know you do a quick race, AI on 100 with fastest, hardest difficulty. It's a 53 something. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a 54 from one of the drivers if they had a clean, almost perfect lap. We'll have to wait and see as they wait on qualifying to run out.
Snapper's a fish too. Little tarpon, little
Looks like we got trucks doing donuts on the front stretch now. We'll wait on qualifying. At least trying to do donuts. A little E5 server lag.
looking through these paint schemes that these guys are rocking tonight, and I see a couple that are pretty nice.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the better looking fields for the season. These trucks are quite fast looking.
That wasn't going to be the ones I mentioned, but
With the limited paint abilities in Heat 5, these guys made these trucks look pretty good for tonight. Slushy, have you had teal wheels the whole season? Ah, yeah, I didn't think you did. That looks good.
I like I
The same paint scheme most every week.
scheme tonight.
Yeah,
Black and
Raccoon's
lime
got a little,
green.
throwback Kyle Petty mellow yellow car. Or Cole Trickle.
I like Twinkies. Azza's got a nice little scheme.
Oh, we got one doing donuts on pit road. That's pretty good. This is a long run over for qualifying. Holy cow. Has anybody seen the timer kick on yet? Alright, 50 seconds left. As all sorts of stuff is happening on the front stretch.
The 55 has figured it out. I think he's got that thing going in circles.
On pit road. There goes KR throwing it around. Hopefully the server isn't this bad tonight from what it's showing us right now. Never seen a car pivot its donuts off the left rear tire. Alright, there we go. AI take back over, pull those trucks on the track. We're done with qualifying, and we'll see how the times shape up. 15 minutes of qualifying. Holy cow. Might have had one too many laps there on the race distance. Stop. We lit the loading screen.
So we have 14 in the race tonight?
I want to say 14 or 15 trucks are making the start tonight.
15 guys.
15, and I think we have one Xfinity driver making a start.
So it looks like on the front row tonight we'll have Puzzled Nose running a 55.6. That's about where I said 55.4, 5.6, somewhere in there. On the outside of him, we got Fast Seabass starting on the
Wow,
front row
Seabass
there.
with a big lap.
Moving on back in the field, we got our points leader, Jersey Devil, on the inside of the second row, followed by Slushy. In fifth, we have KR. On the outside of him, our newcomer, one of our newcomers, Chill Ghost. Followed by Azza in seventh, Iraq Vet in eighth. You mentioned him needing a good finish tonight to sneak into the playoffs.
Great lap from Iraq Vet.
Ninth, we have Chris, and running out the top 10, we have Twinkie. Moving on back in the field, in 11th, we have Dark Ace, another new guy. 12th will be Jay Latour, one of our guys who's already collected a win this season. Followed by Odd Coast, Midnight York, and Lucky Dabs rounds out the field with a 57.739. Definitely not the type of lap I'm sure he was hoping to put down in qualifying, but nonetheless, it should be a long race and have plenty of time to get it figured out.
Yeah, we'll be looking at 60 laps tonight. We'll back on out of here real quick, let them get everything sorted,
Yeah.
and then we'll hop back in once they get the race going.
It's surprising to see, they've run, about 20 races this season so far in this division, and there's only been 4 different winners. It's,
yeah, we had a
strange.
bit of a Kyle Busch season. A lot of Cup guys came down and stole some wins.
Well, I wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I know we had I think Slide Job and Libert and a couple other regulars. T-Glass came and took a bunch, and Dab King took a bunch, so. Alright, so we wait on them to load in.
Oh, there's no 4 turns here? What? Oh.
Oh, okay. So our pole time was 9th overall on the daily fast leaderboard.
There you go.
Chris, who's in the race, ran a 6.23 earlier to go 7th.
Just getting word here, by the way, that Pocono does not have 4 turns. It's, it only has 3.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is our truck race control.
Yeah.
With all the new drivers in the field tonight, have to remind them, don't keep turning the wheel.
Yeah.
Plenty of super speedway lobbies open tonight, jeez.
Chris on the weekly leaderboard with a 55.6.
Oh, that was all the way to weekly as well, wow.
Yeah, you didn't run that in qualifying, but it must have hit some good practice this week.
Yeah, maybe drafting with teammates. KR/ any update on the load-in? Okay. Any update on the cup race at Homestead right now? Interesting. Spoiler warning, everyone. Truex, Larson, Kurt, top 3 right now. Good to see Larson doing well and Kurt back up at the front. And I just want a shout out to Chris Buescher today. I've never seen that 17 car go that fast in my life. That was pretty cool to watch, the first 2 stages. As race controls finish sorting things out, it sounds like, and they're getting ready to come on out and get going. Get down to our invite here. 15, 20.
I'll take an invite.
13. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys loaded in? You guys loaded in? Perfect.
Nope,
22 minutes.
loading
Not
into
bad.
the Pocono Organics 150 to benefit farmland.
Farm aid.
Farm aid. As Alec
Keep America
mentioned,
growing.
we are going to do 60 laps around the Tricky Triangle tonight. In the Scander Truck Series.
I think we can call them Camping World trucks now.
Camping World Trucks.
We're sitting again on the famous Fanatec loading screen.
I am waiting for the drivers, ... Just looking at the scenery here up in the mountains of Pocono. As Puzzle brings him to the line with Seabass on the outside of that front row.
There we go. Good clean start from everyone, it looks like. 2 by 2 we go, down into turn 1 here. Sure to watch out for trucks getting up into the wall.
Yeah, I talked to a driver before the race who said that turn 1 would be the key to this race. He thought that would be the, more technical, more difficult turn out of the 3 today.
Yeah. And we had one truck go up and hit, or scrape the wall anyways. It was Iraq Vet. Is very tight off of 1 there between Seabass
Got a couple
and
cars
Jersey,
to
but
the
they made it
wall,
work.
and 2 in the back of the field there.
2 or 3 back there. And the newcomers.
As our
Jersey's
points
gonna get
leader.
underneath Seabass here for a second.
Yep.
Oh, didn't quite clear him though. I'd open the door for
Oh,
Slush.
the leader's in the
Puzzled's
wall.
in the wall off of 3.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Here's where we become Pocono. We're gonna go 3 wide for the lead.
He is not cleared.
He's not quite gonna clear him.
It looks like Puzzle backed out of that smartly there.
Yep. Oh, nicked the apron just a little bit. Couple trucks up into the wall. Seabass might actually be the loser out of here as General Twinkie comes by his inside. Slushy looking for a way to get second for Puzzled. Looks like KR's back there in 6th. Puzzled might have a bit of a long run truck right now, judging by how tight it looks. Twinkie and Seabass are still fighting over 5th. Slushy's inside of Puzzled. Light contact. That's going to allow Twinkie to gain on him. Seabass, a little bit of a traffic jam here. AR is on his way, along with Chris behind him. We start to fan out down the front stretch.
3 wide.
3 wide. This is going to be dangerous.
Twinkie backs out of it, I believe that is. Oh, and then he
contact
gets sent
between him and
up.
KR.
And then KR
This
gets
is
sent
way
up by
at the top.
Iraq.
Iraq's going to get KR.
Yep.
To hold on him though, 1 truck went down to the dirt.
And we got our 2 points leaders out here in front now, running 1-2.
enjoying all that racing behind him. Helps him get up to a little bit of a lead here. Truck blanks, but Puzzled with a great tunnel turn is going to get a run on Jersey coming down to 3.
Yeah, I'm following
inside,
behind,
there's
just
nowhere to go.
behind the 6th place truck of Iraq. He's got to get a view of everything that's going on right now.
Slushy up into the wall out of 3. Looks like Seabass is going to go to his inside. Puzzled's and Jersey are playing the snake game down the front straightaway. Puzzled gets to his inside, almost making contact. Go 2 wide down into 1. Puzzled down on that yellow line. It's going to clear Jersey.
Slushy gets to the apron. Looks like Chris is going to get under him for 3rd or 4th.
Jersey gets back under. Puzzled's just clear of him. Couldn't quite tell how close that was. But
these guys have got pretty spread out here.
Battle. Yeah, I think a couple trucks got up into the wall early there and kind of checked people up and spread them out. So hopefully this first stage is 15 laps and the trucks get about 15 laps of fuel in the tanks. Hopefully we can keep it green and get through the whole stage. I don't know if we'll see anybody go down pit road. It'll be interesting to see how the tires hold out. Starting to see Puzzled's long run truck come into play here as he's pulled out a bit of a lead over Jersey. Seabass falling behind him 3rd. Chris and Slushy, KR, and Iraq. 3 Toyota teammates behind the 70, or 3 Toyota teammates behind the 3 Chevy teammates. As Puzzled's trying to break Jersey's draft down the short stretch here. Tags the wall before the tunnel turn. Seabass down by the grass. Ooh, Puzzled had to check up, almost got up into the wall.
You know, I'm pretty impressed with Seabass's run so far here. He put that thing on the front row, 2nd place. He's keeping up with these two leaders, and as I say that, it looks like oh, Chris loses it off of 4. Or 3 off of 3, I should say.
Yep. I do believe that might have been some of the short run trucks being set up a little too loose for this track.
Yes, Seabass
started to go around,
well.
and then yeah, Chris kind of followed him through as Puzzled gets up the hill again. He's got good space over Jersey.
I think they kept it off of everybody though. No caution there.
Yep. Iraq way up the hill to the tunnel turn. Midnight has to check up for him. Midnight's saving it.
Yeah, top 5 now runs, Puzzle, Jersey up front there. We got Slushy, KR in 4th. Seabass is holding on to that top 5 right now in 5th, but he is being pressured by Chill Ghost.
Chill Ghost?
Yeah,
one of our newcomers.
He's our highest running rookie right now. As he puts the pressure on Seabass heading into 1.
Seabass couldn't quite get the truck down. Chill Ghost kind of follows him up the hill a little bit there. 2 truck groupings here. So we got the 2 leaders and 3rd and 4th, and now these 2.
And then we got Iraq Vet sitting there in a solid 7th place right now, followed by Twinkie in 8th. And then Dark Ace and Midnight York, another 2 rookies. Looks like they're battling it out there to round out the top 10. Lucky Dad's behind them, 12th, I believe. A little bit off the pace there in the back. Same with Chris, who went around.
Not sure if it was lag or not there. I think Twinkie's got a bit of lag spike here in the broadcast, so we'll switch off of him there.
And Jay Latour, one of our winners so far, is off to a rough start as well. He's running back there in about 13th, I believe. Hot Coast behind him. As it looks like the leaders may be coming up on a lap truck here, the 70 of
yeah, that's
Chris.
the 70 of Chris. On board with Chill Ghost as he's still working on Seabass. He's got a run on him this time. Going to go way to his inside. Nope. Backs out of it. Thinks better of it. He just ahead. Slushy goes a little high. KR gets down to the grass. Showing Seabass's draft. He's going to push him. Seabass going to go low to defend the inside. This should be interesting. Chill's going to try to go the long way around him.
And he does.
Make the pass stick. Wow. Good move there. Seabass gets a little twitch down on the bottom, and Childos is up to 5th.
It's a pretty big gap back there from behind Seabass to the next truck.
And we've got a pass for the lead going on right now as Jersey makes his way by Puzzle down to 3rd. I believe Puzzle might have gotten on the wall a little bit and checked up. So our two favorites so far this season running nose to tail right now, swapping the lead back and forth.
Yeah, this has been a common theme here in this series this season. These two running 1-2.
The red truck versus the blue truck, the Chevy versus the Ford. Be interesting to see. It
The
looks like Jersey might have got a
53
little
versus
loose off
the
of 1 there.
64.
Gonna be side by side down to the tunnel turn. Puzzled's gonna just clear him there. KR and Slushy run 3rd and 4th there behind them.
Yeah, we almost like, oh, we got Seabass in the wall off of by himself, I believe.
Oh, yep. The damage on the truck. Puzzle's starting to build a gap on Jersey there. We've hit 5 to go.
As Seabass has just hit pit road.
Well, maybe a little bit of strategy, or truck's got a little more damage than he likes.
Yeah, he's gonna bring that
Maybe
42 Chevy Silverado down now before the pits are closed. As you know, we still got a few laps left before they close.
Truck should be able to make this first stage on a straight up fuel run. It was going to be close for some of the drivers, obviously. Differences between controller and steering wheel this first. Definitely close. I mean, possibly they could take 2 tires at the end of the stage to get that track position back. Not going to be much of a stage.
Yeah, I'm surprised because you know he's running up there in like 5th and putting yourself in a good position to grab some good stage points. But
he's coming out of pit road now, right behind our leaders as they go by on 4 to go.
Yep, he's gonna slide right in there.
Not sure. We'll have to double check with race control at the race break how the pit exit procedures are.
I'm gonna follow
Is that
along
part of
with
the
him
driver briefing?
because he just came out right behind him, and you would think it would have to be beneficial to him to get his lap back before the end of the stage. That way he doesn't have to count on wave around their lucky dog or anything like that. So he might just try to
We'll have to
pass
see
them
how
on the
fast
track.
his truck is now with new tires.
Yeah, he's right there.
This 64-53, they're going to have to be hurting on tires, and that 42's on fresh rubber, coming with a head of steam. Probably almost has the draft now, as the leaders are still playing the snake game down the straightaway. Really interesting if Seabass really wants his lap back, what he does with his teammate there in the 53. He's racing for the stage win.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely in the draft.
Looks like Puzzle goes up the hill just a little bit.
Jersey down in the garage.
Jersey's a little bit too low there through the grass. That's going to allow Seabass through. But I think we're coming to 2 to go here.
Well, I think now the jersey's kind of out of there anyway. I think Seabass is probably going to pressure here to get his lap back on the track.
Yeah, I mean, he's right there. He's got a way faster truck. Easy goes up the hill there. Find a way around 64 here. Puzzle. Green Ford F-150.
Really good tunnel turn by Seabass there.
Absolutely. Just a quicker way through there. Put those left sides right near the grass. And it hooks up. You are a rocket ship through there.
Now, I think Seabass is the only truck a lap down, so if he is unable to get around him, he will get the electric dog. But
I believe so, because Chris is just up the road from the leader here as we're on the white flag. I'm not sure if anybody else had pit in that cycle. I mentioned that watching the leaders. It's looking like Seabass doesn't quite have the truck to get around the leader right now. Tires are probably kind of leveled off here. But I hope he's in the free pass.
And you know, that probably speaks to that a little bit of tighter setup you were talking about with Puzzle too. You know, he's probably got a little bit more left on those tires here on the end of the run.
Yeah, and we know Seabass has definitely been driving the wheels off of trying to get his lap back. But quite a good run here from our leader, Puzzled. Fought with Jersey that whole stage, as I believe we're coming to the checkered for stage 1.
Yeah, Jersey's gonna hold on for third. For second. Slushy there third. Chris in fourth. And Chill Ghost is going to pick up a top 5 stage in his first race with the guys here. But I'm getting reports of lag from somebody. I'm not sure who.
Yeah, go back and look to see who that is.
We got 3 wide here coming off of 3. I believe it's Joe, or no, it's a blue truck. It's Odd Coast, Lucky, and Azza, I believe. All 3 of them were racing to the line there.
Yeah, Azza and the newcomer in the 69 and Lucky.
Oh, good stage win for Puzzled. No cautions. That was nice to see as well.
Alright, everybody gets those 4 Goodyear tires, fresh Sunoco fuel, full tank. See what we can do here in stage 2. I'm not sure on the lap count though, we'll find out here when they take the green. Again, 15 laps or so, as Puzzle just proved, you can make it the whole way. No stop.
I'm going to follow along with Seabass and see, because I know he had a fast truck there in qualifying in the beginning of the race, but he's starting in the dead end of the field right now. I want to see if he can kind of navigate his way through the traffic and get his way back to the front.
Getting reports it was Lucky Dabs in the 69 truck there that was lagging. Oop, KR's going to go
one of our rookies in the series this week. Oh, they're stacked up.
Couple more trucks up in the wall. Might have been a little lag there.
Well, Lucky Dab found its way to the back one way or the other, whether it was lag or whatever it should be.
Race is on for second here between Slushy and Jersey. Slushy's down below the yellow. Trying to make it stick, not quite going to make it stick. Gets up to Jersey, but they hold on to it. Lets Jersey go by. Looks like Azza's made his way up to 4th. I believe that might be Chris behind him.
No, that's not Chris. I believe that's Chill.
Oh, okay.
Chris is back here in about 9th, I think.
Just found him racing with KR midnight. Twinkie getting underneath Chill there. Yep. Bailey and Iraq contact back there.
Seabass has not been able to get around these guys. I think he's been real patient and it's working against him.
Yeah, he's probably protecting his truck right now because it's been a bit of a hectic restart.
And he does
JR
get
makes a
under a
move on
couple
odd
there.
coast there through the bus stop. Tunnel turn, that was no good.
I'll be interested to see if Slushy makes this a 3-truck battle here, as he's been able to keep up with these front two so far here.
Yeah, it looks like they all got each other's draft here, and I'm curious to see if they really attack each other or not, or just kind of ride it out and keep that lead they've built up from the rest of the field. Puzzle goes up the hill just a bit there. Way up the hill, almost gets it into the wall. He's looking for a way around. Puzzled, super defensive down to the yellow. Back up they go. These two fighting this hard and just allowing Slushy to stay right on Jersey's tailgate.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Seabass
there
around.
goes Seabass.
Yeah.
Big,
He
heavy
smacked
contact
the wall off the tunnel turn there.
As Jersey's going to get underneath Puzzled for the lead here. Although it looks like he got a bit loose there. Comes all the way down the hill. Not going to clear him.
Little note about this track is you may see going through turn 3 here that there is an access road. Do not take that. Do not take that access road.
It will stop you.
As we see Seabass make his pit stop now.
Yeah.
We have a pass for second. Slushy's in second.
Yeah. Jersey and Puzzled, a little bit of NASCAR Heat 5 servers there. Jersey's truck kind of moved on Puzzled's screen and put him up the hill, but everybody's still running.
And Slushy going for the lead now.
Right behind him, and Slushy's going to the inside of Jersey down to 3.
Got a good view of this from the 4th place truck of Azza right now.
Jersey's going to try to get back underneath Slushy here going down the straightaway.
Oh,
Him and Puzzled make contact. Ooh, Jersey down to the apron through one. That's a risk.
Sounds like Jersey's taking responsibility for that contact there on the straightaway. And he might have came up a little bit into Puzzle. Because that allows Azza to close right up to
Azza, exactly.
Oh!
Azza's going to get underneath him now, coming out of the tunnel turn. Not quick enough to run, though. Jersey's all over the back of the 66 as they head into 3.
Puzzled and Azza catch the wall a little bit coming up to 3.
Just checking in with race control, and this stage is only 12 laps, so not at all these trucks can make it to the end with ease. As Jersey's going to get underneath Slushy here through 1.
I'll tell you who that's not good news for. That is Fast Seabass, who has already made a pit stop in this stage.
Yeah, with that damage, there was no way he was going to be able to stay out, I'd say. That was a big hit from our screen.
And Chris getting pressured from KR here for 5th right now as they head into 2. And there's 2 more right behind them. I believe that's Chill Ghost and Twinkie right behind them. That like 4th through 7th you could throw under a blanket right now. Or 5th through 8th, I should say.
Yeah, you see that way off in the distance there. I believe we're coming to 5 to go. 6 to go. Way through stage 2 here. 150 for Fast Family Racing League. Puzzled's been able to sort out his race with Azza. Slushy's got a run on Jersey, not really anywhere to go with it though, heading to the tunnel. This Jersey's going to stay high, not going to defend it too hard. As Slushy gets down underneath them, Slushy's going to come up the hill, they're going to make contact, but they hold on to it.
I believe due to that damage, Seabass did not manage to stay on the lead lap after that cycle of green flag pit stop. Yeah, I think he was on pit road quite a while.
Five to go, and it looks like Jersey's pulled a big gap there off the slushy through one, so we're gonna bounce around a little bit, check out what's going on.
Well, KR has fallen off. Well, actually, that whole threesome of KR, Twinkie, and Chill have fallen off a little bit from Chris. He's kind of secured the 5th spot for the time being. Getting a little update from our in-race. There may have been a little bit of bumping back there in that pack.
Racing here through one.
Yeah, Twinkie is beating the bumper off that 16 truck right now. He is, yeah. I'm following along, and that pilot flying forward is like connected to that 16 Toyota. Oh, as he tries to the outside.
Yeah, I might have pulled over just to let him go there.
Not the worst idea.
Yep, some dude thinks he's faster. It's sometimes a smart idea so he doesn't run you over. AR can get on this bumper.
Yep, as they head into one, Chill Ghost has a good view of those two. He's hanging back there in the 6th, I believe. 7.
This Twinkie's gonna be slow out of one
there it
here.
is, the outside pass.
Him.
That was almost identical to the way Twinkie got around KR.
Yeah, just from tunnel turn to turn one. That's going to allow Chill to catch up to these two as well. He's gotten to the draft of Twinkie.
Yeah.
As Twinkie might go up the hill here. Oh, KR's a little...
Ghost trying to creep back into that top 5.
What a performance in his debut here.
Yeah, he's been by far the best rookie so far in this race.
On the show in this number 11. So we have a truck coming off the pit road there.
I believe that's Midnight.
Yep, and that is Midnight in the 55.
He keeps it low.
Yep, affects Chill just a little bit though. Wasn't able to get as low as he wanted to. Allows Twinkie to get away from him.
And I'll tell you who's caught this pack as well now is Jay Latour. He's, he's running around in 8th right now, I believe.
Battle for the leads heated up a bunch. There was a bit of a gap there from Jersey back to Slushy, and Slushy's right back to his tailgate, looking for a way around the 53 at the end of the stage here. Sirius XM Toyota Tundra versus the Corvette Parts 53 Chevy. Looking underneath him through one. Jersey's going to have to stay up here as Slushy gets to his inside on his quarter panel. A little loose from both of them as they try to hold on to the trucks. Slushy goes to his outside. Jersey's swerving to get out of the draft and block. Slushy just missed his turn in for the tunnel turns, allowed Jersey to get away. Puzzled and Az is still running 3rd and 4th. Chris in 5th. And that's going to be the end of the stage.
Sounds like that's the end of stage 2, yeah.
Yep. Jersey's going to take it over Slushy. Over
Puzzled, Azza, and Chris round out the top 5. Well, we've completed 2 full stages without a caution yet, and
Yeah, I'm not sure whether to be proud or scared of what's going to happen in 30. So
that's considering a 15 truck field too, as well.
yeah, yeah, we know in past races at Pocono it's been a little rough. So Fast Family and Pocono have always had a weird love-hate relationship with cautions. And to have 2 caution-free stages, this could set up for something wild here.
Yep.
As Jersey and Slushy take off from the front row, we are green in stage 3.
Oh, Puzzle restarting in the back. I'm not really sure what happened
he
with
had a bit
him.
of
He
damage
restarted in about
there, I guess.
9. Oh. I think he missed a gear on the start too.
Interesting to know if Seabass is on the lead lap or not after his wreck and all the other trucks that had to
Yeah, he's the... Actually, you know what? York went a lap down too, so...
Exactly, so hard to know who's on the lead lap or if anybody would take a wave around. Looks like Azza's going to get up to second over Slushy.
I think either York or Seabass, one of them is still a lap down. I'm not sure.
I think he got up into the wall there out of 1. Now we're coming through the tunnel turn. We got trucks everywhere. And Slushy's looking for a way back around the 57 Rowdy Energy Ford F-150 of Absolute Azza. Look at all those trucks going through 3.
A guy I'm looking at is J Latour 3 because he seemed to get faster as that last run went on there. And I want to see if maybe he's got something to pressure these guys in the top 5. He hasn't quite gotten there so far. He's a winner in this series, though. Oh, his way up dabs.
That might have been lag
way
there.
Up into the wall. That's a 2-car incident. I see Dark
Big
Ace
pile
caught up
there.
in that
I think
as
we're
well.
going to have our first caution.
Yeah. That was 2 rookies. It was
Yeah,
like
that was
Lucky
Dark
Dabs and
Ace,
Dark Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure if that was lag involved. I know the 69's been having some issues with connection tonight. Definitely saw his truck go up into the air. Head back up to our leader here as they come to the finish. We're back under yellow.
We got KR and Iraq racing to the line. Iraq gets in the wall off of 3. As the caution is out.
As we all wool them down.
For the first time at Pocono.
Yeah. I can't call it the commentator's curse because it's Pocono. We had to know it was coming eventually.
Yep.
Alright, pits will be open this time around as we get them all single file. Yeah, so it was Seabass's free pass car here. Lucky for him. Quick caution gets him back on the lead lap. It wasn't Midnight, it was the free pass at the stage. This time by, should have every truck coming down. Not sure how many laps stage 3 is, but oh, Jersey is the only truck to stay out. Have to think that one's not the right strategy call there. Last stage should be about 30 laps. I'd have to say it's probably 27 or so, judging on the first 2. spoiler alert for anybody who's hoping to know what the cup race or hoping to watch the cup race later. So spoiler
William
alert, don't
Byron?
listen. William Byron is your leader and winner, and I didn't get to watch the end of it, but congrats to him. Another.
I think that's
young
his
gun.
second win in
Yep.
the Cup Series.
Yep. Yeah, not quite. Didn't keep the trend of first-time winners because I think when did he win it? Was it Daytona last year? But it looks like Twinkie is taking 2 tires. Yeah, Twinkie is on 2. Jersey's on none. Azza and Slushy maintain. Looks like Chris behind them. Should be going green next time by as we got all the trucks punched back up 2 by 2 by 2, so
Yeah, it looks like we'll have Twinkie starting on the outside of the front row here.
yeah, I can't believe we're not gonna have another yellow here, so Jersey stayed out. Twinkie's on 2. It should be interesting to see what happens here. Alright, through 3, coming back to the front stretch. Jersey and Twinkie on the front row. Jersey's your control truck into the box, and he's gone. Green flag's back out at Pocono. We're starting to fan out back behind him.
Looks like Puzzled's gonna make it 3 wide going into 1.
Trying to find a way around Chris, it looks like, and past Iraq Bet. Azza's going to slide up in front of KR here as everybody kind of goes to the high side there out of 1. Twinkie's got a run here on Jersey for the lead. We'll see if he does anything with it. Slushy's got a run on Twinkie though. Jersey chooses to defend on the bottom. Hopefully he can keep the truck down there. Down below the yellow line. Here comes the 4 tires. Azza gets in the back of Twinkie up high. And Slushy and KR are through 2nd and 3rd ahead of Puzzled, I believe. More contact going on further back. We all made it through the first lap.
Looks like Twinkie's gotten shuffled back here. He's gone from 2nd to 6th within like a blink of an eye.
Yeah, got stuck on the outside there coming out of the tunnel, but looks like Slushy's in Jersey's draft down into 1. He's looking for a way around, not quite. KR defends from Puzzled. KR unfortunately chopped his corner there. He's heading up the hill, and Puzzled's going to get underneath him and clear him off of 1. Big stack of trucks behind Jersey here for the lead as Puzzled's looking to make his way back up to the front. Goes underneath Slushy, can't keep it down, taps Jersey or Slushy up the hill. Jersey hits the wall too. We got all sorts of trucks. He's slow and he's got him 3 wide behind him. Blocks Puzzled. That's going to allow KR and Slushy to get to his outside here. KR backs out of it wisely. Slushy's going to stay to his outside. Azza's back up to the back of KR. Twinkie inside of him. Twinkie's made his way back up to inside the top 5. As Slushy's going to take over the lead here, ahead of Jersey and Puzzled. KR's got a run on Jersey, going to his inside, making it 3 wide. Jersey up the hill into the wall. That's It's gonna check him up. Making through one. Slushy and Puzzled a little bit of contact that's gonna allow the 16 truck to get back up to second now. Contact between Chris and Twinkie. There's a lot going on here. Holy cow. KR's going for the lead here underneath Puzzled to the tunnel with Jersey behind him in third. KR can't quite get it under the yellow. He's going up the hill. Puzzled's going to cut back underneath. Jersey cuts underneath both of them to the lead. They're 3 and 4 wide behind Jersey now. Puzzled's defending from Azza underneath him. Slushy behind those two. We've got trucks everywhere. Azza's pushing up the hill though. He's going to take Puzzled up there with him. It's going to allow Jersey on these old tires to get a bit of a lead here.
Yeah, it was about to be about a lap or two ago. It was about to be like a 6-7 truck breakaway there, and when all that happened, it just grouped the whole field back together.
Yep, and unfortunately right there we went 4 wide. It looked like Slushy, Puzzled, KR, maybe Azza or somebody. That was a bit of a spread out there. Oh, as we got Twinkie avoiding somebody there. As Azza's caught back up to Jersey here for the lead. KR's fighting Puzzled for third.
Joe around, Jay Latour around off of 2. I think that's a 1-car incident though. Is it 2?
We're looking to see if there's 2 around or not. And Jersey's gonna beat Azza back to the line to hold on to first just barely. As we all spread out. Blow them back down, a little bit of contact there in the back on the truck into the wall.
I believe the what's the run here? It's the fuel run is what, 13, 14 laps?
15.
15?
15, maybe 16 if you're being conservative. I'm not sure how many laps are we down to now.
Should be one more stop, I think. If they pit here, I think they'll need to make one more stop.
Yeah, this might be just outside their fuel window.
Yeah. Looked like once you got up there to first or second there, KR, you had a tough tunnel turn. You just kind of went in too low and you slid up. Yeah. That's the thing, because coming off of one, you want to protect against those big runs because it's a long straightaway. People are going to get drafts, so you want to kind of get to the bottom and protect that inside. But then you got to get back up to the wall because that's the only way you're going to get the right angle heading into the tunnel. So it's tough for sure.
Yeah, now I'm pretty sure everyone's going to pit here. That's the right thing to do. And I got to give Jersey
As
credit.
I see all
He
kinds
held
of
on to
tire
it.
marks through the grass in 3.
Jersey's move there through the tunnel turn was quite fantastic to get back up to the lead there. As we do Heat 5 pit stops. Gotta love this game. There's nothing wrong with it though, don't worry. We're just playing a mobile game on Xbox. This Jersey's coming on out, and I think KR's gonna come out third behind Azza there.
I think Azza got him, yeah.
Yeah,
Azza got him
just
for
barely.
second.
Did one just wreck out of pit road?
Nah, I
can't
think that's
tell.
just
Yeah, just lag. Looked like Puzzled one around there for a second.
I believe that's Chris in 4th, followed by Puzzled, Iraq Vet, Twinkie.
Is that Twinkie? No, that's Midnight.
Or Midnight.
Yeah, Midnight. So we're gonna form them all up 2 by 2 by 2 and get ready for the restart. It's such a shame that NASCAR Heat 5 does what it does because Jersey had a perfectly clean truck and now pit road makes it look like crap.
So how many will we be going green with this time? How many
So
laps
it should
left?
be 44, 45. We should be going green with about 16 to go, so it's pretty close to a fuel run. It's,
We'll see if somebody
this
tries
could be
to
interesting.
save.
If this does go green, we might see someone try to stretch it, and that's where the Pocono magic could come in and someone sneaks one out.
That's if we go green.
If we go green, of course. I mean, the way they raced just now, we should have had about 13 cautions, and they made it work for the longest time. That was some impressive driving by everyone, including the rookies.
It looks like all the rookies have kind of got shuffled back here. I don't see one.
Midnight's about 8th.
Yeah.
In midfield. Have to see if Chill Ghost, who's been performing the best at all of them, get his way back up there. Iraq Vet's up to 6th. I don't know if he took 2 tires, because I know he was a little ways back there. So. We'll see here.
I believe
though,
this is the farthest up we've seen Azza get to so far.
Yeah, he was almost going to get Jersey there. If they had another lap, I think he would have taken the lead. But here we go to the restart box.
Somebody going down pit road?
One down to pit road. Interesting call there. Maybe something happened to him. But Jersey's going to get a start. But KR's going to get a better start off behind him. And Puzzle. They're going to start to spread out 3 wide for second.
Puzzle's not going to wait. He's going to go into
Puzzle
turn
wants
1
to get that lead back. Him and KR making contact here. Jersey down on the apron through 1 again, playing it risky. Absolute's going to have a run here behind him in second. Jersey's going to defend the inside. Going to go side by side into the tunnel. Nobody's lifting. We'll see what happens here. Puzzle's going to be right there behind these two. Absolute's going up the hill to the wall. Drove in way too hard.
Yeah, not a good turn by us in there.
Yeah, it's going to put the 2 fast trucks, Jersey and Puzzle, back to the front. See if KR can get around Absolute here. Looks like Chris behind him.
Seabass has found his way back up to about 6th here.
Yep. Oh, 2 trucks in the wall. Azza and Puzzle getting to the wall out of 3. That's going to give KR a big run down the front stretch here. He's going to tuck in behind Puzzle, try and get his draft, pop back out, going down the 1. He's going to be on his inside. KR is going up the hill. He's going to make it stick, though, it looks like. Chris just behind him. Might have a run here. Puzzle playing defense, trying to block. Jersey's loving this, allowing him to run away with it. KR looks to the inside of Puzzle. Good move from KR, but he's not going to be able to hold it down. He's going to go up the hill. Get contact from Chris as well. That's going to start to spread.
And Slushy's going 4 wide.
Yep.
3 clear, 4 wide.
Clear KR and Seabass to his outside. They're going to make contact now.
He just went from like 9th to about 4th in one little stretch there. Oh man.
Slush is walking up the hill here in 1. Allow Midnight, our rookie, trying to get underneath him here. Iraq and Seabass just behind them, 2 wide. Go on down, everybody down to the yellow, holding it tight this time around. KR gets into Iraq there out of the tunnel. KR with a big run, gonna make it 3 wide, go around Midnight. He's inside of Seabass as well.
Midnight's gonna put it back under him.
He's trying. KR's got a fast truck right now. He's trying to get back up to the front after that contact.
Things are getting a little racy in race
control yeah,
right
temperatures
now.
are starting to heat up here. Seabass
as we see
KR here. Oh, Seabass gets the apron there. Moves up the hill. That's going to allow Midnight to come up past KR, but KR's right behind him. Puzzled right behind him. As with this,
I've been keeping an eye out for any possible savers. I haven't really noticed one yet.
Yeah, they're running quite hard. Oh,
Puzzle
saving it. Not quite. He's going to go back up the hill. Getting to the wall.
Does he collect anybody, though? Yes, he does.
The way I saw him wreck, it was...
He collected Twinkie back there. I'm hearing it was only 1, actually.
Oh, Midnight in the wall here on the front stretch. Might be a little laggy, right?
Okay, they're still going green.
as we kind of regather ourselves here.
Puzzle
No
comes
caution's
down
gonna be
pit
called.
road. I think he got a penalty, a speeding penalty maybe?
Potentially, yeah. He's gonna have damage though. From what I saw on my end, that would have been a good chunk of damage to that truck.
Midnight's way off the pace. Who else is that way off the
Yeah,
pace?
Midnight ended up wrecking there off of
There's
3 at
somebody
the
else
same
though.
time.
Chill
Got the
Ghost
pit
is way
wall.
off the pace as well.
Yeah, it's gonna leave Jersey and Azza up here 1-2 with Slushy and I believe Chris behind them. KR Seabass right behind them. 3 groups of 2 here. Slushy trying to break Chris's draft. Oh, Chris
Tough
way
turn
down
of
on the
events
apron.
there for Puzzled there. He was running up front for most of the day, and now he's probably, barring a caution, going to be destined for a finish outside the top 10.
And luckily, he's had the speed all season to secure himself well into the playoffs and score a bunch of playoff points and everything.
That's why you win races and get playoff points, and give yourself a little bit of a cushion.
Always give yourself 100% effort all the time. As KR's looking underneath Chris here through 3, trying to find a way past this Freightliner Chevrolet. Go to his outside here on the exit, going to be in his draft. Chris is also in Slushy's draft. Still a 3-truck group. I believe Seabass is falling off this group. But he's just behind
that's what I
him
was
as
following along.
KR's underneath Chris. Chris up the hill, KR's going to clear him. Probably carry some pretty decent speed through here, get to Slushy's draft and bumper here. Toyota teammates, the 66 and the 16 here. Talking bumpers, trying to catch up to Azza in second. Sounds like someone's heading down pit road. There's going to be a couple trucks definitely not saving.
Chris has been caught by Seabass here for 5th.
Yeah, that was a bad lap for him after KR got around him.
I think he may be saving, actually. I think that might be the first guy that I've
you know what?
noticed
I
here
believe,
that's saving.
the way he let Seabass go by.
Yep. We might have somebody trying to pull the strategy.
I'd be interested to see if he pulls it off. I do believe they're 1-2 laps short. And it's big things making sure the tires make it.
As Chill Ghost and Midnight make their way off pit road. Iraq Bet's on there right now. Now we're getting Slushy, word from Slushy that he is trying to save, actually.
Yes, we got a couple guys in the field who are going to try to stretch it, make it work, so this is going to be interesting.
Do you think it's more about stretching the fuel or stretching the tires?
I don't know, it's hard to say. It's different for everyone. I mean, with it being 16-ish laps, it's always going to be tight on fuel. I mean, these things, 15 laps on fuel and saving, you're going to have to back out of it a bunch, as we see Slushy and Chris have done already. Chris way back, just coming out of 1 now while these guys are heading down to the tunnel turns. I'm not sure where we're at lap-wise, if we're near 5 to go or not.
Should be about 7 or 8, probably.
Yeah. That could throw a wrench in some guys' plans if they're trying to run it out the whole way and bank on a caution or something. Once we hit that 5 to go, fast family, no more cautions, so... Let's see, as we check back up front here with Jersey. Running away from Azza here. No signs of saving either.
Nope, not to this point.
Stay on board Jersey here. We're
Getting conflicting reports from drivers right now. Some saying, they're about 1 lap short. others saying that they think they're probably in a good position to make it. So it'll definitely be a interesting last few laps here at
And I'd
Pocono.
have to say, whoa, Azza's getting passed here by KR. Azza's backed way out of the gas. He's trying to save now.
Now, what are you thinking right now? If your jersey and you're seeing these guys behind you falling off a little bit, you know that they're probably saving. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, it would be interesting because it is such a split strategy right now. I mean, we've seen about a third of the field, maybe even half now, have gone down pit road, and then a couple trucks are going to try to stretch it. Meanwhile, you got trucks like the 16 of KR and possibly Seabass and the 42.
Oh, Jersey has to be saving as well because he is not. If they're saving and he's not pulling away from them.
Yeah,
he's got to be.
Imagine that the 16 saving the way he's running, and Slushy's now around Azza, so Azza's starting to save. I've lost Seabass. I believe Seabass has gone down pit road now, and Chris is backed way off to save.
Slushy going for second.
Yeah, battle between the Toyota teammates here.
So Jersey at this point, it's like, how do I save and stay in front of these guys at the same time? That's his strategy right now.
Yeah, he's probably keeping an eye on the gap to second and just trying to moderate a little bit, back off a second, try and gain a second, and just try and keep.
It's down to less than a second right now.
Yeah. Once they get his right draft, it might be game over. We'll have to see. I do believe KR's backed off now as the 57 goes back around him. It's a 4-truck fight.
Have you heard from the 66 crew if they're good to the end?
They backed off earlier to try and save. We saw KR go shooting by, and Azza backed off, so 66 might be good to go. We'll have to see if the main question is if the 53 can make it or not.
Cautions are off.
Yeah, we're coming to 3 to go, I believe now.
As the other two guys, Azza and KR, have fallen way off of those front two.
Yeah, Slushy's in his draft now. This is it's gonna be a shootout. We're gonna 4 to go. We're getting confirmation there. 4 to go. We're gonna hop on board Slushy's truck real quick and see what he's doing against Jersey here. Worst case scenario would be if a truck was trying to make it to the end and then ran out in this front group and collected in the others. So if everybody's got their calculations right. KR and Absolute have backed way off.
Oh.
Not without official timing and scoring. Don't know who's pit and who hasn't, but looks like we got a truck coming off the pit road there. Down into turn 1, and Slushy's all over the back of that 53. Advantage for Slushy is that he can save a little bit sitting in his draft. He doesn't have to drive the truck as hard to go as fast, so might even be beneficial to the 66 to ride. Figure out which truck that was.
As we do have a couple lap trucks here, slower trucks in front of the leaders. I believe that's Dark Ace, and then ahead of him, Iraq Vet.
Yeah, and Dark Ace did just come off a pit road I saw, so I don't think he's going to affect these guys too much. We'll see.
As Slushy takes the lead over Jersey.
I think Jersey's just backed off. I think he just realized he can't make it to the end.
That's 2 to go, right?
3 to go, I think. I lost track. 2 to go.
2 to go. Dark Ace is off the pace. They go around him
he's moving out of the way, letting the leaders go by.
Oh, Jersey closing right up to the back of Slushy there, heading into 1.
It's a 2-truck race now.
There's no
Absolute
snake
KR
down
way back.
The straightaway there. Who can make it?
See if the 66 saved early and if that's going to make it work for him, or how this is all going to shape up.
As we're coming off of turn 3 here to take the white flag. Slushy touches 2 tires on the grass there in the turn.
Yeah. Holds on to it. Jersey's still close enough to get his draft, though.
Yep. White flag, presented by Credit One Bank here at Pocono in the Gander Camping World Truck Series, whatever you want to call it here.
Or Fast Family Racing League.
Yep.
It's a mouthful. As Jersey's going to throw it down into one, Slushy's going to go up the hill. Jersey's going to get a run on him.
Gets under him. And Jersey back to the lead off of 1.
Well, let's see if they've saved enough. We're heading down to the tunnel turn. From nose to tail. Slushy down to the yellow.
Pretty clean tunnel there.
Yeah.
Can he get the run?
Jersey's slow off the corner.
I think Jersey's out.
Oh, contact between the two.
What was that?
Slushy
What
holds
was
on
that?
to it.
What was that?
I think Jersey ran out of fuel and lost the truck for a second. I think Slushy's out of fuel too.
He smacked Slushy. I hope Slushy gets back by him here.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Got him.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Slushy wins his first race. Oh, I don't know if that was... I think Chris had pitted, but that was close. I saw another truck come flying up. I'm not sure what the finishing results are. Slushy, Jersey, and then who was third? Oh, congrats, Slushy, on the first win of the year and a nail-biter down to the line.
What was that move by Jersey off of 2?
Wow,
What was
checking
that?
out the results. Chris got second over Jersey there at the last second. Jersey finishes third behind Chris. Wow.
I mean, he's sitting here saying congrats, but I mean, he tried to take him out off of 2.
Yeah, I don't know if the truck sputtered or he lost control of it there. That was... luckily, we got the onboards for everything there. That was a wild finish for the trucks at Pocono.
That doesn't happen when you sputter, man. That doesn't... Man. Jesus. Yeah. Slushy with the fastest lap in the race. Well deserved, Slushy.
Let's see if we can get our guys in here. Okay, let's see.
Slushy, man, I'm shaking. My heart's going a mile a minute. I don't know why, but good shit, man. And I apologize for that dumb fucking move. I really do. It did. I know it did for you, yeah. Dude, I was gonna feel so bad because, and then I was like more worried about you, so I didn't hit turn 3 right at all.
Drivers in here.
And I almost wrecked it. And
Lot
if
to
I
go
didn't
over
almost
that
wreck
race.
it, what's that?
A lot to go over there. Let's see. Results in the chat anywhere?
Hold on, I'll get you. Let me, I gotta disconnect out of this race that I did by accident. I didn't pause the fucking timer.
Don't worry, I loaded it in too. I gotta look at the Fanatec loading screen again.
Alright, sorry. I could give you the results. I didn't post them yet.
Yeah, I just need the top 5, make sure they're all in here.
Yep.
Although I
Slushy,
think KR
Chris,
had to go, so.
Slushy, Chris, me, Asa, and KR.
Alright.
We could substitute, if KR had to go, we could substitute KR for Puzzle.
Oh, it was Puzzled 6? Okay. I don't have
Puzzled.
Absolute.
Puzzled was like you were 13th a lap down. That's a good day. I'll tell you what.
That boy, right. I'll tell you what.
13th a lap down, huh? That's a good day.
See if we can
me
find
and you,
Absolute
those,
Mizza here. There
he
is. Perfect.
Those first two stages were fun as hell, Puzzled. I'm not gonna lie. That's good. I'm not good there. I'm not good there at all. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I'm glad I didn't win that race because I didn't want to win that way. Honestly. Well, I wanted to win because then I would have been right even with you.
Yeah, I would be taking that win. Give it to me.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm glad you got one, Slushy. It's been a long time coming, and you definitely deserve it. You deserve it. You did good. You put your time and work in, and I've noticed it. You know, you've come a long way since last season. I've said it all season this year about you and KR. Like you guys have been the top two guys that have most improved since last season. Yeah, man, absolutely.
All right, we're going to kick off our post-race interviews here. We do not have our 5th place KR, but for the hell of it, why not? Watch the language. Puzzled nose. Fast truck all day long. Had it up near the front, and then that third stage, kind of the luck unraveled for you. How was that race for you?
Well, I mean, we started off the day really strong, driving up in the top three most of the day, and then that third stage, man, we tried our best, but vision lag, and just T5 in general, kind of put us towards the back, and then we got in with a couple of guys that like to send it into the tunnel turn and not really care if it sticks or not, and put me in the wall. And one time I actually tried to do it, and the same guy that put me in the wall that killed me the last time that he did it actually pinned me into the grass and spun me out, and that is what ultimately killed my day. I had to go and pit for damage because I believe I had engine damage after that. So 25-second pit stop put me a lap down. I tried to battle my way up to the front of the field, praying to God that they would run out a lap early so I could at least get my lap back, but that didn't happen. So all in all, quite a learning day, and I'm gonna have a talk about making that going below the double yellow line illegal, because
it's not a double yellow line.
I get it's not a double yellow line, but still, going below that thing, I just don't think it's right to send it in there and not care about people sending it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some people that made it stick, but it's just most of the time that I've been on the outside, most of the people would slide up and hit me into the wall. So I don't know. It just sucks that our day had to end that way, but we'll try again. I don't know, maybe when the playoffs hit, because I won't be making next week. So overall, a good day, and yeah, we'll go get them next time.
Yeah, well, good running most part. Just unfortunately, the results didn't pan out for what you had. It takes a lot of faith to go through too wide into the tunnel turn, and didn't quite work out that time. And I guess we'll see in the playoffs.
Yep. Keep.
Let's see. Nilla, you want to take next up? Who would that be? Azza? See if we have Nilla or Azza. Do we have Nilla or Azza? Hello, Azza. Here. Okay. Let's see. Do we have Nilla though? My co-commentator, partner in crime, does not appear to be here, so I will just take it over. Why not? Anyways, so Absolute Azza comes home 4th place in that quite crazy race. Pocono's kind of always been one of those more boring tracks. In the Fast Family world, it's always been one with like 17 cautions, and the truckers put on a hell of a show today. No cautions first 2 stages, and then that 3rd stage just went nuts. The driving and skill to run 3 and 4 wide in places you should never do that. It was fantastic driving from everyone, and that 3rd stage, it seemed to be when you came alive and you were up at the front a lot, and then it turned into a fuel run. How was that race for you, Absolute?
It was it was an interesting one. I don't think anyone was looking forward to the prospect of coming to Pocono, especially in the trucks. For the first stage, I just wanted to see it out. I ran mostly at the back, just trying to feel the race out and get a feel for the truck. And second stage, we kind of went for it. Thought, you know what, make some adjustments. Ran in the top 5 for most of it. And then, like you said, in the third, come alive was poking my head through the door for the first place. And what went from really aggressive racing, trying to stay with the leader, turned into oh crap, I've got to save fuel. So
Yeah.
was backing off a lot. Lost 1 or 2 spots. My only regret is maybe not going full out on the last lap, because I might have had enough to spare, but you can never be too careful, especially at Pocono. I mean, that back stretch and front stretch is long.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, it was a good performance there, and we'll see you in Homestead. Best of luck down in Miami.
I look forward to it.
And we'll just do one more check-in to see if Nilla's here to take the next driver. Nope. Okay. Well,
Man, you're running around up and down pit road. You're busy.
yeah. I'm getting a little winded up here. I need a water. Uh, well, I guess we'll move on down to this is what blew my mind on that finish line. We just camera got a little confused there watching Slushy and Jersey there coming to the line, and no idea Chris actually came by and snuck second from Jersey. So we'll move on to Jersey
really?
Devil. Apparently, it was. I couldn't believe how close that finish was. I'm not
Slushy
even-
gentlemen, let's go Jersey. Just wait, I'm sending the clip. If Slushy spent just a little second more
I'm not
turning,
even-
I would have
yeah.
stole the win.
That was ridiculous finish. So I'm not even sure who's technically third. That was wild. So we're gonna move on to Jersey here. The man who ran up front a lot, the man who was on old tires and still ran up front a lot, and then when he fell back on old tires, he still somehow went 3 wide through the tunnel, made it back to the front, absolutely ran like a madman that whole race. It was so wild, and then ran out of gas at the end. So how was that race for you, Jersey?
Man, anytime we come here, anytime we come to home track, you always want to get a win. I mean, I've come here like 46 or 47 times in real life, and so it's a home track for me. I wanted to get that win. I ran really well here in the winter season for FFRL last year. I finished second and missed it by a little. And I practiced earlier in the week, and I was not good. Was not good. I really didn't think I was going to run as well as I did, but you know what? Being that I still don't have as many playoff points as Puzzle did, and seeing that what he did that first stage and that second stage, I said, all right, I'm going to race aggressive. And aggressive race did I. Or is that English? That's not English. I don't know what English
I
is
think
anymore.
it is.
Ask Ozzy. He knows what English is because he is English. Anyway,
Apparently so.
it's it was a fun as hell race. I saw that he was backing off. Ozzy was backing off to save fuel. So I backed off of it a lot longer than he did. And then I saw Slushy and KR coming up, and I was like, ah, shit, here we go. So then I started pushing it, and I was like, oh man, I'm still about 3/4 of a lap short. I did save 2 laps up until that point. And once Slushy passed me, I was like, all right, it's time to go. I don't care what the rear tire says. I don't care what the fuel says. I got to go. So I white flag lap. I passed Slushy in turn 1. Had a good lead on him going down the long pond. We're good in turn 2. And then on the short chute, I really didn't have a good turn 2. Then coming down the short chute there into turn 3, I seen him coming up, and I pulled a block. But as I pulled a block, it sputtered, and it really kind of fucked up. It kind of messed up Slushy's day, and I was like, "Oh no!" I thought he nosed into the wall, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "I don't want to win this way. I don't want to win this way, but it's my home track. I want to win, but I don't want to win that way." But and I almost crashed coming off a turn. It was still sputtering, and I got so loose coming out of turn 3 that I almost went down pit road, and I just like cranked it back onto the racetrack, and I saw Slushy was coming back. So I was like, all right, he didn't nose it into the wall, so he's right here. Let's try to like just move away and be a rolling roadblock coming into the line, and here comes Chris out of nowhere, who was almost a dang lap down in the first stage. Who check that truck? I know he's a teammate, but check that truck too. But what a fun race! What a fun friggin' race! I had so much fun racing Puzzled, racing Slushy. It was good. It was good, clean racing. Nobody really beat and banged. I mean, you think you go 3 wide in the tunnel turn, somebody's in the grass, somebody's on the apron, one guy's on the track. You don't think it's going to work out. It worked out. And I was on old tires. So, but congrats to Slushy. It's his first win. It's been a long time coming. Glad that it was him that won and not Puzzled. And
I'm still here, yeah, no.
Glad a teammate finished second, so I'm all good with today. I really am.
Well, it was certainly an exciting race, and you were definitely a main reason for it. So, congrats on the closest second, third, first finish thing I've ever seen. That was wild. And,
I got to see a clip. I don't care. I got to see a
posted.
clip from somebody else's angle.
Oh yeah, Chris posted his. I watched it. It is nuts. It is right at the.
Where's
line.
it on YouTube or
On the
where is
Discord.
that? Oh, it's on the Discord. I gotta watch it.
Oh yeah, it was great.
That's awesome.
So with that, we'll move on to the man who almost stole the show. I mean, it's still mind blowing. I watched the video and watched the onboard, and that was so close. If it was another maybe even 10 feet, he would have had it. So we'll move on to Chris, driving the number 70 Freightliner Chevrolet. Fantastic finish. I don't know if we've even gotten to interview you before, so welcome to the interview room. And how was that race for you?
Well, the beginning was weird. I kind of got stressed out on the inside turn and just absolutely lost my car. I was lucky with the ability to get out of pits with little damage, so I wasn't able to go a lap down. So that was a big help. Climbed my way back up there in stage 2, and stage 3 is when it really head off. I made a long run car because that's just how Pocono is. So when the cars split apart, my car really got going. When cars are together, my car could barely handle. So at the start of the stages, this car just hated driving in general. But when it finally came alive and I realized this became a fuel race, I just punched in the clutch. There was no one around me, and I just rode down the backstretch with my engine off for like 5 laps. And then I got enough fuel when 5 to go, and I just gassed it the entire way. And I tell you, man, I'm getting teased with the win. It's like the State Farm commercial with the guy on the dollar bill on the 50 road.
Yeah.
I almost got it. Gotta be faster
going
than
full
that.
speed. I'm like, yes, this is my day. Fate has said good job, and Slushy runs away with it. Overall, I'm happy though, considering I had a really bad screw up at the start, and maybe this is a sign that next week I'll finally get a second win.
Well, we look forward to seeing if you can pull it off at Miami at Homestead, and we'll see you then. Let's see. Well, I guess there's one man
I
left
want to
interview.
hear the rowdiest victory lane
Yeah.
celebration
I
we've
know.
ever heard in Fast Family right now. You better get ready to turn it up.
I wonder how they party in Canada. Sirius XM number 66 Toyota Tundra for Pacemaker Autosport. My teammate, my friend, Slushy, has won his first race. How does it feel?
Join the club.
Yep, we had you 4 wide. Language disclaimer after the fact, but we knew that was probably coming.
We apologize for that language.
I mean, right? Good. Yeah, I mean,
Queen's
this is a
English.
good time to get hot in the season. Only one more race till the playoffs, and you were leading the points with the non-winners, and finally broke that little drought there. And I mean, maybe you guys can repeat it take that 66 back to victory lane at Homestead, but we'll be seeing you then. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
With that, we're going to wrap up the Fast Family Racing League 150 at Pocono. Absolutely wild race. That finish, I am just blown away. The drivers did such a great job.
Have
We had
you
4
ever?
rookies. No, I've never. Absolutely great race today. We want to thank everyone for watching, and we'll catch you next week at Homestead. I don't know if it'll be a broadcast or if I'll be behind the wheel, so we'll see you then.
Oh man.